The month of June is quickly coming upon us, which means one thing. There are new video games coming out to whatever platform you like to play on. Whether it be the PS4, the Xbox One, or the Nintendo Switch, the month of June is a pretty stacked month. Now we'll talk about the PS4 and Xbox One releases for the month of June later on this week, but today I want to focus on the Nintendo Switch releases for the month of June. And good lord, are there a lot of them. Sure, some of them are ports of games that you may have played on other platforms, but there are exclusive games as well. So on today's video, we're going to take a look at all of the games that I think are the best of the best that are coming out to the Nintendo Switch in the month of June. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the best upcoming Nintendo Switch games for the month of June 2018.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards!
So up first we have a game that probably wouldn't make a lot of people's lists, but I'm morbidly curious about this game just because of who it involves, and that is Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn, which will be releasing on June 5th for the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, and the Xbox One. Now Shaq Fu is a game that obviously has a lot of negative connotation. It was a one-on-one fighter that released in the mid-90s, but I was always a fan of Shaq. I actually wrote a book in 4th grade that we had to write a book about a famous person, and I called it Gingerbread O'Neil, and it was a gingerbread Shaq character. I don't know, it was really weird, but I've always loved Shaq. And Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn looks like they actually realized that the original Shaq Fu game was just absolute garbage, so they sort of made this very over-the-top 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up game, and I think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty fun. It's definitely not going to be, a Game of the Year contender or anything, but I do enjoy 2D side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I think the graphical style of the game is good enough, and there's a lot to enjoy about this game. I'm sure there'll be some good humor, as Shaq himself is a very funny individual. So Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch and other platforms on June 5th. Now, if you purchased NBA Playgrounds during that time period when it first came out, you actually get Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn for free on your Nintendo Switch. So I will be enjoying my free copy when it launches on June 5th. This next game is a game that I honestly have zero interest in. I will not pick it up, and I just do not care about it, but I know a lot of people seem to care about it. Nintendo themselves has been promoting it pretty heavily, so it is worth mentioning, and that is Sushi Strikers, which will release on the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS on June 8th. What is Sushi Strikers? It's basically a sort of pseudo-action puzzle RPG game where you're basically trying to eat a lot of different sushis and trying to beat people in one-on-one battles. I don't know, the game just doesn't look that appealing to me, honestly, especially at a $50 price point, but it seems like Nintendo is pretty confident in this game, and I've had a lot of viewers say that they seemed interested in the game as well, so I figured it was worth mentioning. I will be passing on this game, as like I said, Sushi Strikers just does not resonate with me in any sort of way, but if you are interested in the game does release on June 8th for the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS, so make sure you guys check it out, and I guess let me know how it is since I'll be skipping it. Next up is a game that I didn't even realize was coming to the Nintendo Switch, and when I saw it was, I immediately got very interested in this game because it is a classic game that is being rebrought to the Nintendo Switch, and that is Flashback: The Quest for Identity, the 25th Anniversary Collection. Now, I've played this game on other platforms before. It came out on the Super Nintendo, which I'm showing some footage of right now, and the Sega Genesis, along with a lot of older consoles and older computers back in the day, but basically, if you've played the game Another World, this is pretty much like that game in terms of gameplay style, but it's set in the future, and there's a lot of interesting things going on here, a lot of puzzle mechanics, and just really interesting sort of cyberpunk sort of things going on with this game. Now, what I really like about this is that it's not just a digital release, it's getting a physical release as well, and will only be $20 when it releases on June 17th. But what's really cool about this version is they're doing a collector's edition, as this is the 25th anniversary. Now, not only will the game have improved sound, and there'll be a mode where you can actually improve the graphics and a rewind feature, but this collector's edition comes with a lot of cool stuff, and I'm going to put up a picture of it right now. There's like a cool Super Nintendo style case, a digital soundtrack, all sorts of really interesting stuff, and this collector's edition is only $40, so I went ahead and picked it up because I'm very interested in this game. I love the original game, Flashback. It's a really timeless game, arguably one of the best games of all time, really groundbreaking, and to see this sort of collector's edition as well at a very reasonable price was definitely right up my alley. So Flashback, the 25th anniversary collection, will be releasing on June 17th for the Nintendo Switch, and it definitely is a game I'm going to pick up. After Mario Tennis on the Wii U, a lot of people were disappointed with the franchise. It obviously was a game that did not have a lot of time, love, and care put into it, and honestly, it was just kind of a stinker. But Mario Tennis Aces, which is releasing on June 22nd, looks like the proper Mario Tennis game that we want to experience. Now, of course, between June 1st and June 3rd, you will actually have the opportunity to download a demo of this and try the game out online, along with offline play, to see if this game is worth it to you. But I definitely think this game is a vast improvement over the Wii U version. First off, it looks a lot better. They've definitely cleaned up a lot of things, and they've added a ton of new things, new shots, new game modes, and it looks like it's going to be a really well fleshed out game. The character roster is really good. It has Waluigi, which every Mario sports game needs Waluigi, and Mario sports games used to be really awesome. If you've ever played Mario Sluggers or the Mario Strikers series, they were super fun games. And of course, Mario Golf and Mario Tennis have been around for quite a while. I remember playing Mario Tennis on the Virtual Boy, and I absolutely loved it. A definitely sort of over-the-top arcadey experience, but I think a game that's going to surprise a lot of people with how good it actually is. There'll be online tournaments that you can set up as well. A pretty robust offering. So Mario Tennis Aces will be releasing exclusively on the Nintendo Switch on June 22nd, and is definitely a game I'm looking forward to. Now, the final three games we have to talk about are ports. They have been available on other systems, but these are not just simple small indie games. These are actually AAA big title ports that will be coming to the Nintendo Switch and will be draining your wallet at the end of June. The first game on the docket is Ys 8, which is an action RPG experience. It looks and kind of reminds me a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles if you like that style of game. Definitely heavy on the action RPG, but a game that I'm definitely looking forward to checking out. I will actually be reviewing that game on the channel, as I have an early review copy of the game, so make sure you look out for that. Ys 8 will be releasing on the Nintendo Switch on June 26th. Definitely a game I'm very excited to check out. I love the art style. I love just these big creatures that are in the world with you, and I think it's going to be a really fun game. The second game on the docket is Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, which will be releasing on June 29th for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this game released last late fall for the Xbox One and PS4, but unfortunately, it did not sell very well because there was a lot of competition during the time of that release. So it's actually sort of a breath of fresh air to be released on the Nintendo Switch, because let's face it, there's not a lot of first-person shooters on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is a single-player only experience, but it looks like it is a very, very high-quality port. They actually included gyro controls in this game as well, so if you enjoy using motion controls, this could be the best version of the game for you. There's not a huge loss of graphical fidelity. Everyone that's pretty much played the game at PAX East said it was a very, very solid port, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus on my Nintendo Switch when it releases on June 29th. The final game, of course, is a game that I think a lot of people are looking forward to, and I think will sell very well on the Nintendo Switch. It is the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy that will also be releasing on June 29th for the Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Steam. And this, of course, is a collection of the first three Crash Bandicoot games that were released on the PS1. They have been upgraded with modern graphics, modern sound, and tightened the controls a little bit. Now, this released as a PS4 timed exclusive last year, but now the timed exclusivity is up, so this will be a chance for Nintendo gamers and Xbox One gamers to be able to check out the Crash Bandicoot series. I have played the three original Crash games, and they're very good. They definitely are still very playable today, so to have a fresh coat of paint on them, to have some tighter controls and redone sound, I'm really looking forward to this. I think the Nintendo Switch version is going to sell very well, and it's great to see Crash back on a Nintendo platform. We have not seen Crash since the Wii era, and really the quality of Crash Bandicoot games sort of went down the tubes, in my opinion, after Crash Bandicoot 3. So to have the original trilogy remastered in all its glory on the Nintendo Switch on June 29th is definitely something I'm looking to sinking my teeth into. Alright, so those are the best games of June 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, like always, who knows what else is going to be announced for the Nintendo Switch in the month of June. We've had, in the month of May, big games get released pretty much in the middle of the month. Games like Ikaruga, which will be coming out at the end of May. Games like Resident Evil 7 Cloud Edition, which will be coming out on May 24th for the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, these games were not factored into my May video, so you never know what else is going to pop up. Obviously, there's a lot of big indie games coming out in the month as well that have not gotten a concrete release date. There's a couple games that are getting a physical edition that are currently available on digital, such as Yonder and the Minecraft game. So a lot of cool stuff going on in the month of June. Let me know in the comments section down below what games you plan on picking up in the month of June for your Nintendo Switch, and thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications to get more awesome videos like this. Be sure to check out the pinned comment in the comment section down below, as I am doing a giveaway for 100,000 subscribers. At the time of this filming, we're about 200 subscribers away, so very close, very soon it's going to happen, and I'm very excited for it. So thank you for checking out this video. If you really enjoyed it, be sure to check out all the links in the description box down below. We got Patreon, t-shirts, social media, all sorts of ways to keep up to date with the ever-growing world of RGT 85, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I gotta find a way to make some money so I can buy all these damn games. Later.